welcome to Witch Way. I'm Elise and this is episode 28 of Witch Watch, where I'm making my way through every witchy film and series ever made. Starting with early cinema, we have the 1927 Finnish drama Curses of the Witch. A man brings his betrothed to his remote home where he lives with his blind sister. Shortly after the two are wed, the sister reveals to the new bride the source of her blindness. The land was cursed by a witch who was burned at the stake. A series of terrible events befall the family, but the witch isn't the only one to blame when a passing lumberjack takes advantage of the new wife. Now the husband is out for revenge. The film does well at portraying the isolation of the home. Though the film is named for the curse, I found that it fell into the background of the drama of the film. 3 stars for this early silent film. Into the 50s now, and we have the 1952 animated short Trick or Treat. A witch observes 3 duck siblings trick-or-treating at their uncle's on Halloween, and they do not get their treats. The witch offers to assist them and a series of magical pranks ensue. The witch's spell in this short is inspired by Macbeth's Song of the Witches, and her sentient broom is named after the devil Beelzebub. 5 stars for this Halloween classic. Into the 70s now with the 1971 horror Blood on Satan's Claw. A strange body is unearthed while ploughing a field, but it disappears after being reported to the authorities. People soon start acting strange. A woman is driven mad, a boy murdered, a man cuts off his own hand, and the devil's skin has begun to appear on people's bodies. The local youth may be responsible, but what is their goal? The film felt very disjointed, and this may be due to the influence of the production company, as well as it originally being written as several different stories. It does, however, have some iconic scenes. 3 stars for this folk horror. Into the 2000s now, and next up is the 2011 family drama, The Good Witch's Family. Our titular witch is now part of the community, but then her estranged cousin comes to visit. The good witch is trying to be a good stepmom and to run for town mayor, but her cousin has other plans. This is the 4th film in the Good Witch franchise, and I still haven't got into them. Though the Good Witch still gives off an air of mystery and charm, there never really seems to be any risk, and her attitude is that everything will usually work out, and spoiler alert, it does. 2 stars for this goody two-shoes witch. Now for a new one with the 2024 horror Witch. After a woman is found holding the decapitated heads of her parents, a woman and her blacksmith husband are implicated in a witch trial. But a mysterious stranger is here to save them. He reveals that they are part of something bigger and must help with the destruction of an evil entity. What started as a classic witch trial film took a time-traveling twist. I was interested to see where this went, but unfortunately the overly complex explanation left a few unexplained elements. 3 stars for this wibbly-wobbly timey-wimey witch film. Into series now, and I checked out the 2007 fantasy miniseries Tin Man. Our protagonist grows up in a world where she feels like she doesn't belong, and when strangers come after her in a storm and she is transported to a magical world called the OZ, she knows why. It is up to her to stop the evil sorceress and restore the land, while trying to remember who she really is. She recruits a Tin Man, a scarecrow-looking character, and a psychic lion man to help her on her trials. I enjoyed this take on the land of Oz as it attempts to add a steampunk flair, though with a majority of the filming taking place on green screen, the CGI really takes away from the story. 3 stars for this retelling of L. Frank Baum's The Wizard of Oz. Another fantasy miniseries now, though this time with historical elements, with 2015's Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell. There is only one magician in England. That is, until he takes on an apprentice. The two plan to bring magic back to England, but both have very different plans on how to do so. Their practice also draws the attention of a creature from another world who promises them power for something in exchange, but the price they must pay is too high. And will the apprentice overtake the master? I really enjoyed watching how the relationship between the two magicians evolved in the series, and the set design was stunning. The series takes place in the early 1800s and portrays an alternate reality of how wars would have been won had magic like theirs really existed. 5 stars for this series that has been adapted from the novel of the same name by Susanna Clarke. Speaking of novels, I finally have another book recommendation, The Blackbird Oracle by Deborah Harkness. This is the newest installation in Harkness's All Souls universe, taking place about 6 years after the events of the Book of Life. Our witch protagonist is extended an invitation to explore her father's branch of the family tree. She travels to Ipswich, Massachusetts, and discovers a whole new form of magic for her to study and explore, and delves deeper into her family's connected past. This novel expands a great deal on the magic system of the All Souls universe, and goes even more into the realms of fantasy. I feel like a lot happened and nothing happened at the same time, so let me know what you thought of this one. I wonder if after the release of this novel, we will get a 4th season of A Discovery of Witches. What witchy media have you been watching or reading lately? Let me know in the comments, as well as any requests or recommendations for my upcoming witch lore reviews. If you like what I do here, you can support my channel by donating via the thanks button, or by simply completing your Witch Way ritual in liking this video, sharing it with anyone else you think might enjoy it, and subscribing to my channel to stay notified of my new content. And as always, thank you for watching here on Witch Way.